Welcome to the second part of our journey showcasing the beautiful scenes found in and around the slopes of Mount Elgon. Join us and our professional tour guide Joseph Gimei as we embark on a journey to the top and tip of the slopes covering Sirongo sub-county, mostly connecting through two parishes, Bumasifwa and Bumagabula. But today, our journey starts from Buma Solar village, and we hope to end at Bumagabula, which holds the highest tip, 3,000 meters above sea level. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. This is Unyeji TV.
It's a source of water for drinking. It serves the locals. As I told you earlier, being that we come from the slopes of Mount Elgon, we have a lot of water which runs from the mountains, but we don't drink all of it. We only drink the one which comes underground. Now, like you can see here, this water was brought underground. And besides that, there is a stream, a running water. So we use that for our daily use at home. And then we use this for drinking. Now, locally, funny enough, I'll show you something. There is this. This is a leaf of a yam. Okay? And where you find this yam, it means that the water which comes from them is very clean. So this is ready to drink. Ready to drink. You wash it a bit. Then you hold it like this. This is an African way of taking water. You fetch. Like this, and you take it. Direct from there, under the mountains of Mount Elgon, ready to drink. So you can see we are blessed with a lot of natural things like this. And you can take time and come and visit us. You can do a village walk like the one we're doing, or you can decide to do the hike.
This is Wenyeji TV coming to you live from the slopes of Mount Elgon.
Now, this is the trail. We are off the main road and we have started the trail, what you call the Sasa Trail. Because around Mount Elgon, we have 3 trails. One is the Sasa Trail, which is on the eastern side of the mountain, and this is the one that we are on. We are going to navigate through the villages up to the point where we reach the boundary, and then we start climbing into the mountain. Now, where we are is the last village, one of the last villages. Like after this, to the top, we shall be entering into the park. It's a daring trail, but I know together we shall reach there. 20.
How are we above the sea level?
Where we are now, we are at around 2,150 meters above sea level. And we want to bear it up to around 3,000. That's why we shall stop for today, and then we shall add on from there. When we're moving, we realize that we have started now ascending the mountain, and you're now starting to see falls from the rivers which come from the top and follow the valleys, and they make some simple falls, and we shall see more as we continue. I told you earlier we are navigating through the villages until we reach the top. As you move around, you can see a lot of the climbing beans we're talking about. You can see onions and the green vegetation which covers the areas of Mount Elgon. Kwa wale Waswahili wangu, karibu twende kazi. You can see these are some of the streams that we already seen from down. Now we are moving towards their source, where they come from.
Remember, you are still watching Wenyeji TV, hiking on the top of the slopes of Mt.Elgon. As you can see, we are still climbing. It's a tough terrain, but we expect to reach at the top. It's enjoyable. We encourage anyone want to enjoy beauty to plan to visit these areas. Beautiful scenarios found down and up the slopes of Mt.Elgon. This is Wenyeji TV.
So, welcome back to our trail. We are almost at the first resting place, in a place called Bumagabula, where we shall have a rest. As you can see, it's a steady progress as we go up, and the environment is changing. And you realize, as you're going high, altitude changes and it becomes cold. So it helps us to refresh our bodies as we go up. Right now we are near 3,000 meters above sea level.
Remember, viewers, you are still watching Wenyeji TV from the slopes of Mt.Elgon as we hike to the highest peak. Continue following us to the peak of the mountain.
Okay, we are in the last village to the boundary between the locals and the national park. But as you can see from down, when you reach here, the place and the vegetation becomes more green than down. Because as we are speaking now, we are at a higher altitude and we are nearing the mountain. When you look at this coffee, it is more green than the one we started with down. So come with me. Sasa nakunwira awenete basi kene nemagabani one ngobole ndikuja sakomje nwanje botrakumbo. As I was telling you earlier on, now here, due to the fertile soils of the land, you see that the coffee around here is more green and it's big size. And even when you look at the trees, they bear big fruits, which means the soils here are very fertile than where we started from. And it's one of the reasons why people who stay here can never be changed to stay anywhere else, because of the beauty and fertile soils of our mother, the mountain Elgon. Yes.
Okay.
So we have reached our first viewpoint, and when you're here, you can have a clear view of all the settlements which are down. Let's say, for instance, the town of Budadi, the town of Mutufu, the town of Sironko, and when the weather is very clear, you can even have a view of Mbali over the other side. So right now, the next viewpoint will be at Mudanje. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the beauty of Mount Elgon does not stop. We are still navigating the routes in the communities, but as I told you earlier on from the last video, this is the last village or the last communities that we're going to encounter before we reach the park or the boundary. So in the next few minutes, we shall be at the boundary and we shall communicate back to you. We want to catch up with the rains before they come.
Remember, we are still watching Wenyeji TV, coming to you live from the slopes of Mount Elgon, now gearing at the tip of the mountain.
Okay, now we have been talking about agriculture, we've talked about the hills, we've talked about the terrain, but now this place, as I told you, we are passing through a village, and now here we come across a house which speaks a lot about the culture of the people who live around this area. Now, as you may well know, there is a practice of circumcision which is always exercised around these areas. And when a boy reaches a certain age, he's circumcised, and that boy has to leave his father's house and go and create his own home. Now, this is the beginning, what we call the startup house for a youth who has newly been circumcised and cannot afford to buy iron sheets. So we use the local banana fibers, the dry ones, with the help of sticks to fold them and make a roof which can shelter you from the rains. As the cameraman will show you, you see it is neatly arranged together and compacted such that when it rains, the waters don't come in. So this is the first stage of manhood after circumcision. Thank you.
Which community are we talking about?
We are talking about the Bagisu. Mount Elgon is surrounded by two tribes. That is the Bagisu and the Kup Sabines. Now, the Sabines, or who speak Kup Sabine, who are the Sabines, are on the other side. Where we are now is the area of Badadiri, where the Bagisus, who are the Badadiris, belong and where they reside.
Thank you,
The
Stewart.
ones you would call the sons of the firstborn of the Inzu Yebamasaba, meaning the house of Mamasaba.
Thank you, viewers, for following. This is still Wenyeji TV at the tip of Mount Elgon, the slopes.
Bamboo tree. And for those ones who are familiar with the word malewa, what we eat as our local delicacy is exactly this one here. This one, when it is young like this, is the one we cut, remove the top one, and then we roast it, and it becomes dry. That's what we eat as delicacy. It can also be eaten the way it is. So when it grows up, it becomes a tree, like this one. So welcome to the delicacy of the Bamasaba. You can see they are shooting and coming up. Now when you look at this one is becoming a tree. This one is growing into a tree. Because now this part has become a tree. This one is not good for eating. Another one which is young, that one is for eating. There's another one there. Another one here. This one. Those ones are the ones we eat. We call them malewa, or in English, bamboo shoots. And that's what we feed them as our vegetable. It is our local delicacy. Siamalayag. Okay.
Moving on, our journey. It's difficult, but still enjoyable because of the beauty around this story. Let's keep on moving to the top. We are moving our journey to the top of the tip of the slope of Mt.Elgon. Join me on the journey. This is Wenyeji TV. This is a very good journey. All those who love beauty, this is where you found all about this. Let us walk together.
So now this is the local way of harvesting water from the streams, which run straight from the mountains down to the slopes. So because of not having the modernized way of we utilize whatever is around, for example, the banana fibers, which are still fresh, they're used to make that way for the water to flow so that they can harvest it to be taken home.
To our viewers, the journey of climbing mountains. As you can see, falling down is a matter of a routine. As you can see, I've just woken up having fallen down, but the journey continues. We enjoy the journey as we continue to the top. Yes, it's our journey. It is the beauty of the top of Mount Elgon.
This is the slopes of Mount Elgon, inhabited mostly by the Bagisu people, found in eastern Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. Courtesy of your narrator, Matthew Kyoko, and this is Wenyeji TV.
The tip of the mount, the mother mountain, Mount Elgon. This is just the slopes of Mount Elgon, at least one part at the tip. This is Wenyeji TV walking with you. For today, this is the end of our journey. Join us next as we continue with our journey towards the end, to the tip of the mother mountain, Mount Elgon. This is Wenyeji TV, and I am JW.